Well, I think all the credit in this matchup goes to Michigan State. I thought they were the aggressor. That was a very physical game, and I think they kind of took it right to us in a lot of ways during the course of the game. Got really aggressive with our kids on the perimeter and kind of took the ball out of our hands or turned us over a lot of times. So and when we got the ball around the rim, we didn't score efficiently really at all. Some of that has to do with being sped up. Some of it has to do with their size and their length. Some of it has to do with we had some opportunities and we didn't make them. We didn't really shoot it well from the arc as well. So when we're struggling to score it at the rim and didn't really make arc shots, puts us in a tough spot. All that being said, I thought in the fourth quarter, I think we cut it to 6 and then had opportunities, but things didn't quite go our way. It wasn't really from a lack of effort, I don't think. If you look at from an offensive rebounding standpoint, we were trying, we were flying around, but we didn't execute at a high level. So good opportunity for us to learn and grow and get better. So we had a good crowd today. That was a whole lot of fun. Senior day is a good celebration for our 5 seniors. At the same time, we want to keep playing basketball, and we get to celebrate them when this is all said and done. Hopefully we have a lot of basketball left.
Thanks, Coach. We'll get into questions for Tori and Sophie.
Tori, 29 points tonight. What was working so well for you?
I think my teammates were just passing me the ball. Yeah, I was hitting shots. They were trusting me to take those shots, so that was nice.
Dawn talked about the inside presence Michigan State was able to kind of limit you guys more than normal. Totally agree with what she said as to why it happened.
Yeah, credit to them. They were very aggressive. They were throwing doubles. They were fronting at different times. I think they changed their ball screen coverage up a lot. So just kind of have to go back and look and see. We're able to get the ball in there sometimes, and sometimes it's just on me because I'm not holding my seal well or I'm not moving quite right. So I've got to watch film and hopefully learn from it.
Michigan State had the run at the end of the third and early in the fourth. What was the trouble there? We're trying to get that stopped.
I think we kind of talked about it. We just didn't play with the same amount of energy that we could have, so their run is definitely on us, and it's something that we can control in the future.
Yeah, we feel very connected right now as a team. We play very loose, or when we play very loose and have a lot of fun, we play very well, and kind of felt like we lost that a little bit in the third, fourth quarter. Just kind of some of that joy that we play with. Even when we're, maybe not playing our best basketball, we've had it in the past couple of games, and needed to have found that.
You get a week off now. Is that good or bad at this time of the year? Or both?
Yeah, it's our week off, so we're going to take it regardless, but I think it's just a time for us to learn and grow. We have Illinois still to compete for, so it's not like we're looking ahead of anything else besides them.
I think it also gives us an opportunity to tune up some of the stuff that we need to fix and get better at before the Big Ten tourney and postseason.
More on what you just said. I know this loss sucks, but what does that do for, learning opportunities as you head into the Big Ten tournament and March Madness?
I think there's a good chance that we see them again. They're a very good team. So going back, that's why it's fun to play in the Big Ten, is every team has a little bit different style of play, and it'll prepare us for when we get into the Big Dance, even the Big Ten tourney. So, we got to learn from this game, but I think we're still focused right now in Illinois. We still have one more Big Ten conference game left, and then we'll really turn our eyes. But just learn and grow from it. Kind of nice that they throw it at you now when you still have some season left versus you're fighting it in the middle of tournament time.
For the players, I know you look at this game to game. Some of the fans might have been looking ahead, and we've seen it, in print and stuff, that possibly a tournament game here. Do you guys even think about that at all, or is it just staying that mentally focused? What's right in front of you?
Right now, I'd say it's just noise, and so I think we need to focus within each other and within our program and just kind of focusing, honestly, game by game. And Michigan State was our focus, and now it's going to turn towards Illinois.
I also think some of that's just not even in our control, We got to control what we can control, and that's game in and game out on the court, focusing on our opponents. But, rankings, Big Ten selection, we're not in that room. We can't, voice our opinion there. So, like Tori said, it's just kind of noise. And we're focused on what we can do as a team.
Coach, you mentioned
We'll pause for questions for Coach.
Okay, gotcha. for y'all, the crowd size, it was electric. The fans are buying in late in the season when you want them to buy in. How does that energize y'all to play harder when you see the fans buying in that way?
We would just like to thank the fans. I mean, thank you for coming out, obviously. I think we feed off of them a lot, and they just bring us energy even when we don't necessarily have it. And it's just good to see that people are coming out and supporting us. It just gives us a lot of encouragement and just like reasons to keep going. So we thank you for that.
Great. Thank you, guys. Questions ready? Coach is ready for questions.
Dawn, the second half shooting, what do you feel the problem there was?
Yeah, I guess until we go back and sometimes you try to even watch it and try to simulate it, but the reality is even when we got breakaway layups and free throws, we weren't making those opportunities. So why is that? I don't know that I necessarily have an answer. I do think, again, I think the way that Michigan State played in terms of being really physical on the catch and being physical at the rim, I think their length at the rim bothered us. I think a lot of those things they deserve the credit for, and we've got to find ways to put our players in those situations and continue getting better.
Coach Amaya started out red hot, 6 points, senior night obviously. How do you go off her energy and try to get the other seniors to kind of buy in that quick and that early like she did?
Yeah, I think recognizing and taking good opportunities is really, really important. I thought even at the beginning of the game, there were two kind of early transition threes that we passed up that we don't normally pass up, and I don't know why we did that necessarily. But, maybe, I don't know, maybe we just didn't feel like we didn't feel that they were good shots for us. I'm not sure, but we kind of were out of character a little bit for some reason in that regard early on. But then, again, we didn't shoot the ball particularly well from the arc. So is that because we weren't aggressive in hunting them? Is it because we just didn't have it today? I'm not really sure why that is all the time. But, again, I think to our players' credit, from an effort standpoint, we weren't really scoring it. But even at the end of the game, when we cut it to 6 and then we missed an opportunity, we had 3 kids flying around and they had 2 kids on the floor. And so from an effort standpoint, our effort was, I thought, was at a high level. And we almost turned them over twice, and then we gave up that offensive rebound, and then another opportunity. We're flying around and didn't quite capitalize. So again, I think it's not necessarily an effort aspect; it's more of an execution aspect at this point in time.
Is that what you accept for the rim? Is that kind of what it was? Just the execution just wasn't.
Yeah, I think that some of them we forced some opportunities when there was some size and length we needed to kick out. Some other ones we had really good opportunities. We could have scored off of 1 foot maybe, or scored a little bit quicker, and we tried to multiple move it. Some we just missed opportunities, So, but overall, I think we got the ball around the rim over 40 times in the game. We just didn't score it. Our goal is to score at a 70 to 80% clip at the rim, and we were less than 50% at the rim. So, that certainly influences your ability to be efficient.
What do you feel that Tori was doing so well tonight to have that big game?
Yeah, I thought in the beginning of the game when we penetrated and they really swarmed the lane and we kicked it out, she made some shots and made some good decisions with it at that point in time, whether she shot it or re-attacked it. I think she got going in transition. But again, even when we were in transition at the end of the first half and then we threw the ball away, there's not kind of what we're usually more disciplined, I guess, or we just do a better job taking care of the ball. And again, I think that a lot of that credit has to go to Michigan State because I think they put us in situations or flew at kids and, made us, for some reason, not be as comfortable as we've been in maybe other scenarios.
You get a week off. Now, what do you want to see out of this team over the course of the next 6-7 days?
Yeah, I think first of all, this has been a really, really challenging stretch. Our first bye came after our game at Indiana, and so that was back in December we played at Indiana, and so it's been 2 months now that we've had 15 straight Big Ten games, and so the bye week, and again, I don't know, coaches either love the bye week, don't love the bye week, but I think our bodies need some of that, some get back to kind of doing what we do, and I think certainly we have a lot to work on in terms of, being able to be more efficient. Because I think taking care of the ball, if you're efficient, you usually take care of the ball at a higher level. If you take care of the ball, you have put yourself in a better chance to get defensive stops. So, we've got to go back and clean some of those things up. And then Michigan State's offensive rebounds, the timeliness of them, I thought really hurt us. So, finding ways to go back and really fix some of that stuff is going to be really important for us too.
Dawn, there was some bursts in the first half where Tori is giving you a lot of different things, both sides of the court. Is that the kind of player she's been for you guys?
Yeah, she has. She's been really dynamic. She's led us in a lot of ways, and I think her ability to impact the game, on both ends of the court is something that is really, really important to us. So, I think she has the ability to obviously hit open shots, and she did that at a high level. She can get to the rim. She can make a lot of things happen. So we've just got to continue to battle and continue to get better.
Coach, you mentioned your seniors wanting them to play more games, obviously. How does a loss like this, obviously the last home game of the season, kind of help you, get them into that postseason mindset? Like, guys, it's up to you, game after game. We have to keep winning and keep playing.
That's exactly right. And I think that what our demeanor was just a little bit different today. Now, again, why? I don't know. Is it because of the emotion of senior day? Is it because I don't know, there's more fans and you feel different in that situation? I'm not really sure, but the reality is we've had that now. And now we can look at that and we can reassess and we can get better in that situation. And so I do feel like it felt like a tournament feel type of a game. And I think our crowd really helped with that. I think, you have two good teams that are battling it out. And we didn't come out on top. So to our players' credit, I think during the course of the entire season, we've continued to learn and grow. We really have. And these young ladies have gotten better. And maybe it didn't show today, but over the course of time, they've played that way. And so I really believe that they're going to get back to it, put their hard hats back on, and get back to work and figure out how to play a little bit better.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.